Can't belong to the Portsmouth Rotary Club without knowing about Friends Forever. So I've been a member for 22 or 3 years. And so when I came in, that was probably one of the more memorable meetings when the kids from Northern Ireland came and spoke to our club.
I'm still aware, though, of the conflict between the Catholic and Protestant religions. There are certain areas I would not go, especially at night, in fear of sectarian violence.
I was the president of Salemass Rotary back in 1987, and you know, all the local Rotaries started to get involved through Bob Raish.
Read the paper, stories about the Irish kids making faces and throwing things at the British troops, and the British troops would fire at them with rubber bullets, and they'd collect the rubber bullets and sell them. It was their way of making a little money to the tourists that came through. And I thought to myself, my God, anytime a group of kids can get together and do that, it's too bad somebody doesn't organize them in some way.
So it was in 1986 that Bob Raish decided to take on the project himself.
The amazing thing about Rotary is that not only were they the first sort of volunteers and supporters of Friends Forever, the group from Northern Ireland had a different experience than any other group like this had had. So they began calling Bob and they said, when can we send over the next group? It's amazing what's happening to these young people.
As a Catholic growing up in Carrickfergus, I've experienced first-hand trouble because of my religion.
At the same time, Bob was getting phone calls from Rotarians who were saying, when's the next group coming over?
Here's how it works. 10 youth from 2 cultures live in one house for 15 days, 24/7.
The life raft principle came from Bob Raish, and what it said basically is that you don't get to know somebody until you're on a life raft with them.
It doesn't take very long for you to know the other guy very well, very soon.
And what's made Friends Forever unique the past 25 years is our insistence that these 2 weeks here is just the beginning of a full year project at home.
Since 1986, Friends Forever has served over 1,000 youth from Northern Ireland, but the group's work is far from over.
1998, which is when we had the peace accord, was a big deal. But although we've had peace, we haven't really had reconciliation. So you still get people living in a highly polarised society. That's to say, the majority of people live in one side or the other side.
You have people who have been at the extremes for many years and have now realised this isn't working. A lot of the young people haven't experienced it to that extent. And because of that, you have people who can come in and who can G them up, get them going, get them more sectarian now than they've ever been, because they're now only experiencing that violence for the first time.
In 2009, Friends Forever began to work in another global hotspot by restarting its Middle East program.
20% of Israel's population are Arab Israelis. So even though all these young students are Israeli, they are still separated by ethnic, cultural, and even school boundaries.
This project is held all of this war to make a peace.
I hope to continue with this beautiful, amazing friends.
We will keep in touch and even meet. We will. I hope so.
But that's not all that's going on with Friends Forever in the Middle East. In 2012, they started the Living the Language program. Closer to home, they continue their speaker series, as well as the Friends Forever domestic program, working with the immigrant population in Manchester, New Hampshire. And Friends Forever's 25 years of service in Northern Ireland has led to the formation of Friends Forever Europe.
It gives us a chance to engage that strong cadre of alumni that we have there, which is an amazing group of people.
Friends Forever continues to move forward and is now expanding across the US. In the fall of 2012, through the efforts of Rotarian Karen Babin, a group from Belfast came for the first time to New Orleans.
There's a lot of enthusiasm. Everybody seems to grasp the concept of working with teenagers to affect change.
5 area Rotary clubs helped to make the 2-week program a memorable one for the 10 teenagers and included a day working alongside Habitat for Humanity, building homes in Covington, Louisiana.
Rotary's motto this year is Peace Through Service. The youth from Northern Ireland get the chance to come and work in Louisiana and get their hands dirty doing service. And the people in Covington benefit from the service of the youth from Northern Ireland. And obviously our Rotary Club benefits by seeing both sides of that and getting to participate in both areas of service.
When the night has come.
Peace, goodwill, understanding between cultures has been the bedrock of Rotary's mission forever. And that's really what Friends Forever is doing, and doing it with young people, which I think is the way to really make a change.
I won't be afraid, just as long as you stand.
You know, when I look at the next generation, I look at those kids. And I think it's important for me to make sure that I can help somebody move that puzzle closer together for the future generation.
Oh, stand by me, stand by me.
In terms of building a society, you need people at a local, personal level to have an understanding, to want to be able to live together. And it takes a lot of effort, time, patience, and perseverance. Friends Forever and groups like it are building the foundation and the walls, and the roof will come.
Just as long as you stand by me.
The past 25 years, Rotary has been a solid leg of the support for the organization, and they continue to be. And as we envision our next 25 years, we are seeing Rotary less as the primary means of financial support. But to me, the most special thing about Rotary is the network that it provides. A group of volunteer-minded individuals who come together weekly to do what they can to solve issues around the world and their community. When I see the future of Friends Forever, where I have the vision of, if you will, franchising our model so that communities across the U.S., without having to start their own nonprofit organization, but want to engage in international community building, can do that through the Rotary in their community. We are the jet engine that we're looking for existing organizations to attach onto their vehicle, because if they want to get someplace a lot faster and reach goals a lot more effectively, we feel, then they can partner with us and then they can accomplish those.